Turks and Caicos is one of the most beautiful destinations we have ever been to, and also one of the most expensive places we have ever been to. There is delicious food, gorgeous beaches, and insane wildlife. We want you to experience this wonderful place just like we did, and so we made this video to help you achieve your dreams on a budget. We just got out of the airport, we made it to our rental car, and Jacob is gonna be driving on the wrong side of the road.
The wrong side?
The wrong side of the car, well, for us at least. And yeah, last time we did this, it was a little bit scary in the Bahamas, so.
It's really cool. We got a really cheap car, $120 for 3 days, and the car's all beat up on the outside, but we don't really mind as long as it gets us where we need to go.
Yeah, truly, who cares? And you guys, it feels so good to be back on an island. Oh, this is gonna be the best time ever. The water from the airplane was insane. We were just about to leave, and then I looked out and there's just this whole herd of goats. I just love island life so much. Look at them just moseying on along. We're going for the first time.
I don't know why I'm so nervous. It's just, everything's backwards.
We already went the wrong way once. We're just in the parking lot. We went out the wrong gate. This is so strange.
Okay, we only have to make like 2 turns and then we'll be at the grocery store. Nope.
He hit the windshield wiper instead of the blinker. That's so strange.
We survived. It was just like a 2-minute drive, but a little bit stressful at first, but then I kind of got the hang of it. Now let's head into the grocery store and see what we can get for our Airbnb. Groceries in this store are expensive. We keep seeing like prices that are just like $10 higher than we would normally see in the United States. It's just funny. I mean, it's a very like small island, so obviously I understand the higher prices, but it's a little bit shocking. Well, the really nice thing is that we didn't have to pay tax on any of our groceries. We've seen just from like everything that we've read online that tax is like 22% here, but I guess that's just maybe on some tourist things. But on the grocery store, $0 tax ended up being like $56. Our most expensive item was this pizza. It's actually not that big, but it's like $14, but we thought it was worth it. It definitely would have been cheaper if we were getting groceries in the United States for the amount of stuff that we got, but I'm okay with this.
So we are currently trying to find our Airbnb. Jacob's doing a great job driving. But now we get to make a left turn, which is a lot better than making a right turn here. Oh gosh, you're so close to that car. We thought that this might be our Airbnb because there's like a lot of little units, but I guess it's like a house back there. So, I mean, you guys will find out as soon as we do. All right, well, we found it. I guess they live upstairs and we're staying downstairs. So honestly, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
But this is it. It's the right address, so I don't even know where to park. So I'm reading on Airbnb that we do have the downstairs unit, and up there is, I don't know what, but we are just in a very non-touristy area right now. When most people go to Turks and Caicos, maybe they're staying right on the beach, maybe they're paying like $400 a night minimum, but we have this place for $350 for, is it 3 nights?
Yeah.
And that's like the cheapest we can find, so let's go try to get in here.
Oh, it's cute.
Oh.
Okay,
Nice.
I feel less scared now. This is cute.
This is actually a really
Whoa, yeah,
nice.
this is really cute.
For being the cheapest place,
Oh, look at that. They have a little Bible right there, too. Wow, full kitchen and everything.
Since we're supposed to be trying to conserve our money because Turks and Caicos is expensive, Jenny was like, oh, we'll just only eat dinner today. Don't even worry about lunch. But then I find her doing something.
It's 4 o'clock. This is lunch dinner. Anyways, we've been on Turks Island for like, what, 2 or 3 hours now, and we haven't been to the beach. So I figured eat some pizza real quick and then run to the beach, because I need it in my life.
Now we're outside, and it should only be a couple-minute walk to get to the beach from here.
So we're just walking to the beach, but it's actually pretty nice because there's a large like sand sidewalk, because the cars go pretty fast, but we have plenty of space, so we're good.
We've made it to the water. It took us about 10 minutes to walk here. We walked on like the main highway, turned towards the beach, and here we are. It looks pretty blue. There's a lot of like seaweed on the ground here. Definitely not like a popular beach, but it still could be pretty cool if we wanted to sit down, but we're just walking on it right now to see what else is out here, see if there's maybe a better spot. So as a recap right now of everything that we've spent so far, that would be $342 for the 3 nights for the Airbnb, plus the $119 for the rental car, and then for groceries, that was like $56. So now we're at $517 so far, but a lot of those expenses are for all 3 days. We're on Providenciales, and then of course we are going to Grand Turk after this island. Let's get going.
On the left side of the car.
Okay, so stop number 1, we are going to the northern westernmost point of the island. We're at least going to try to make it there because that's actually on the way to our next stop, which is to hopefully see the flamingos. There's this like little pond in the middle of the island where you should be able to see them if they want to at least hang out on the island. So the first stop is going to be a beach area, which should be pretty nice, but not nice enough to get in, maybe. And then onto the flamingos.
And of course, after those 2 stops, we are going to go to the most famous beaches here on Providenciales, which is Grace Bay and Long Bay. And honestly, I think that's what I'm most excited for, just to see those turquoise blue waters with the white sand. It's gonna be a good day, as long as all the driving goes well. And this is where it turns into a dirt road, but it doesn't look too bad. We're going to the northwestern point, not to the resort though, because we're not that fancy.
Whoa, there's a bird on the side of the road. There's no traffic down here, and so we just stopped over. There's a bird. What kind of bird do you think it is?
I don't know, but I do remember when I was researching the flamingo area, they did say there was like a ton of birds that you can see over here, like heron, flamingos. That's definitely not a heron, but there was 2 others they said they were pretty popular around these parts. So
just like a general good like bird watching place. And it's just funny that we're just on the road. We just stopped right in the middle of it. No traffic. This is
Dude,
great.
I honestly love this. I loved it that there's nobody here. It's just bushes, and then ever so slightly we'll come up on a hill and we just see the sparkling blue water. This is so fun. It says National Park that way and Northwest Point Resort that way. Well, there's nobody here to ask, so I guess we're gonna go on the other road. Yeah, we definitely cannot go down that road. It's completely flooded. We just stopped at the top of the hill because I just wanted to look at the beach over there really quickly, and it looks so beautiful. I honestly cannot wait to get to that beautiful turquoise water, but yeah, we're gonna go try to find the flamingos. Honestly, I don't have high hopes for it, but maybe.
And we need to at least try. If somebody says there's flamingos over there sometimes, then we gotta go see if they're there.
Also, just for future reference, if you're here, definitely do not try to go to the northwest point because all entries are blocked. Well, the road to Pigeon Pond looks more promising, I think, possibly. So far, so good, but oh gosh, oh geez, we almost just got hit. Well, there's another car on this road, so I guess that's good. Well, we made it to Pigeon Pond.
And we're looking for flamingos.
I did see some birds moving around down there, but none of them are pink.
We'll put on the zoom lens, see if we can see anything. We drove through the town about 20 minutes to Grace Bay Beach. We're gonna go inside this grocery store, grab a coffee, and then head on down there.
This grocery store is so nice, and there's a little coffee shop inside, and I just ordered a cappuccino. And of course, the first thing you see when you walk up is this giant Ritz-Carlton right in front of the beach. It's honestly so weird because we are staying in a very, very local part of town, so there's like no hotels, there's just like little street carts for food, and honestly, like, I have like a little bit of culture shock right now. I'm like, this is so weird. This is not the Turks that we've been experiencing so far. But of course, where the good beaches are, that's where all the tourists are. So that's where we're going to. So I can't really complain.
Grace Bay Beach is public, so as long as we can actually find a walkway to take us there, then we'll be totally fine and just chilling on the sand. But we are gonna have to walk around all of these resorts. We ended up parking a little bit far away from the beach just because we didn't know what kind of parking would be around here, but this is all public parking. We just kind of walk down a street that we thought was in between the resorts. And all right, so for next time, we can just park here, or for you guys, you can park here.
We're here! The water is so beautiful. The waves are a little bit bigger than like the videos that I've seen of this place. Honestly, I can't wait to just sit on the beach, drink my cappuccino, and just enjoy this beautiful view and not look behind me because there's a lot of people. It's much better this way.
Of course, there's quite a few people. I mean, there's at least like 10 resorts right here on this beach, but it's not as busy as I was expecting. Like, we can just find our own space, and it's just gonna be nice, quiet, and peaceful, and just get to listen to the waves crashing on the sand.
There's also these like little like beach bar kind of areas where you can rent chairs for like $20 and you can get drinks. But I got a cappuccino at the grocery store and it was only like $3.80, which is insane because after seeing those grocery store prices, I thought that the coffee was gonna be like $7 to $8, but $3 for a large cappuccino, that's pretty good. We also brought our own little snacks to the beach so we don't have to pay for anything here. We are gonna go out to eat eventually because, I mean, we're not gonna be lame the whole time, but we're just trying to save money. So we got some jalapeno chips.
And we didn't even have to buy those from the grocery store. They're from the lounge in the airport. Okay, so there's definitely a way that you can stay at the Ritz-Carlton with points, and it's technically free that way. But the cheapest room rate that I can find online is like $1,500 to $2,000 every single night. And so the amount of points you're paying for that, it wasn't worth it to us. For our situation, I would rather just stay in an Airbnb and then save our points for something else. Oh, that's not that cold. I was expecting it to be cold, but that's not bad at all.
I think it's probably warmer than the air right now.
It might be. It started raining a little bit, but that's kind of better than what we thought it was gonna be. We checked the forecast and it said it was gonna rain like all day. So this isn't too bad.
Coming!
Myself, I wasn't gonna get the swimsuit wet because we still have more driving to do today to go to another beach, but I just wanted to get it anyway.
Was it warm?
It wasn't warm, but it still felt pretty good.
I did want to mention that we've been walking around and everything, and the locals here are so nice.
That's a big wave.
Ah! Anyways, the locals are so nice. They're like always like honking at us, and I'm like, I know like 50% of them are probably like seeing if we want a taxi, but then the other 50% are just waving and saying hi, and they're always like, hi, how are you? And it's just so cool. Well, the slight rain has turned into a lot of rain, so I think we might pack it up, get in the car, and drive to the other beach, and hopefully by the time we get there, it will have stopped raining. It's a good thing we came back to the car. It is raining so hard now, and we're just sitting here debating if we want to go to the beach or if we just want to pick this video back up tomorrow when it's not supposed to be raining.
Yeah, I think we'll see you guys tomorrow.
It is day 3 here in Providenciales in Turks and Caicos, and today we're going to be spending a little bit more than we normally would, but it's okay because we're saving so much money by doing that cheap Airbnb, buying all of our groceries. Today we are at this beautiful beach, which is free, but we're gonna eat at the Conch shack right here, and it's a little bit pricey, but I mean, we have this beautiful view, so I honestly think it is well justified. And we've talked to a bunch of people, and every single person says when you're on Providenciales, you have to eat here. It really would not be right to start any Caribbean food day without a delicious rum punch. Man, these things can be strong. I haven't tried this one yet. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. Sometimes they put a lot of spices in it, and it's so delicious. Whew. That definitely packs a punch. It's so good. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like orangey with like a little bit of like grenadine maybe, and like some spices and a lot of rum. I am gonna be ready for our conch fritters. We ordered so much delicious food here, and yeah, this is just honestly like, this place is perfect with the rum punch, the beach, the palm trees. Like, it is the perfect vibe. We got some fritters. I've never actually tried conch before, but I think it's just like battered and fried, so let's give it a try. We've also got some dipping sauce here. That is so good. There's pieces that are so, I don't know if it's the conch, like so hard to chew, like really, really hard. I don't know. I've never tried anything like this before. It's so delicious though, and the sauce is just a little bit sweet, but also like tangy and tart.
It's so interesting to try a food that I've never even thought about before. But coming to Turks and Caicos, it's like, oh, that's the #1 thing to try. So, of course, we're gonna order it for our first dish. Try it with or without the dipping sauce?
With, for sure.
With? Okay. It's chewy. Like, the outside is crunchy, but then the inside, which I'm assuming is the conch, or conch, however you want to say it. Either way, I think I like it so far. It definitely has an interesting texture that doesn't come, like it almost has a texture like squid or octopus.
If you didn't know, this is these giant shells that you find on the beach. They are the conch shells with the like points there. I never knew this was called the conch until now, and now we're eating it.
You're supposed to like blow into that too, and
Yeah.
it makes the noise.
We got a traditional Turks and Caicos dish here. So Johnny like style, I think, is like black beans. You can get like Johnny cakes. We decided to get Johnny fries. So it's black beans with like pepper sauce and then local Turks and Caicos salt. They make a lot of salt here. I don't think I've ever tried black beans on French fries before, so I guess we'll just give it a try. Yeah. I mean, it tastes pretty much exactly how you would expect. Black beans and fries. The salt is really nice. I will say it's like almost like seasoned salt. Gotta try a little pepper joy. We're big hot sauce people, and I feel like every Caribbean island we go to, they always have their own hot sauce. Oh, there's not, it's just gonna dump right out. That might have been a lot. Oh well. I can handle my heat fairly well. Oh wow. It tastes almost like a mango habanero. It is quite spicy, honestly. You should definitely not use that if you can't handle spice. I really like it though. Wow, it's so good. It's sweet. It's definitely sweet and spicy. Not very salty. We've had this macaroni dish pretty much in every Caribbean island we've gone to. It's just baked mac and cheese, but it's almost like a casserole. This is the best one I think I've ever had. It's so soft. Oh, so soft and cheesy. Actually, I'm gonna put a little of that pepper sauce on it, and I bet it's gonna be amazing.
My favorite thing of the 3 dishes we have here is probably the conch fritters. Oh yeah, and this guy just like started swimming in the ocean. He's probably an employee here. And he's just picking up a bunch of conchs out of the water, and then he's like opening them up and people are trying them.
I guess it really doesn't get much fresher than that. They're literally right there. That's so wild.
$45 is pretty steep, and we didn't get the most expensive food out at all. We got like some pretty cheap food, but you know, you got a really nice view of the water, so it's all right. And we're actually going to a couple more restaurants today because we're gonna try as many of the popular ones that we can here on Providenciales.
We're sitting in this giant chair at the conch shack, and I just think it's crazy. There's conch everywhere. I don't know if they're like harvesting them over there, but like every single step there's like 3 or 4 conch. We've drove past this sweet spot little truck here multiple times, and so we figured now's the time to try it. They were out of fried chicken, and we really wanted fried chicken, so on to the next place.
Looks good. This is such a fun place. We're at Sweet Teas, and we are the only non-local here. It's pretty cool, and we got a $3 combo for chicken and fries. We wanted to film it out there, but it's so windy, so we came in the car. It seems wet, like what other people are doing too. So we have a fork with the fries, and they just squirted some ketchup on there. Good fries, and for $3 too.
That's the best deal on Turks and Caicos for sure.
Seriously, that's amazing. Probably because only locals are here. And then there's like, I don't know how many. There's at least like 3 of these, like just little drumsticks.
That's crazy for $3.
For $3, and I mean, yeah, we just paid like $50 for our first meal.
Ooh, so crispy.
Oh, that's good. Like, it's a small chicken wing, but that's delicious. And there's 3 of them. $3. Ooh, I like this.
Oh my goodness. I think that's truly the best fried chicken I've ever had. And I don't normally love fried chicken, but oh my gosh, this is so crunchy and oh my gosh. It's
Try to talk and eat at the same time.
It's so good. It's literally so good. This is, you have to come here when you're in Providenciales. Sweet teas, fried chicken. Also, it's an insane bang for your buck. Like, this is crazy good and it's so cheap. Honestly, we could have just eaten this, and going to the grocery store is more expensive than eating this.
Well, okay, and we also got, I forgot to mention, we got a Goombay punch.
Oh yeah, we got.
Where it is. There it is. Goombay punch from the Bahamas here.
Try it. We have tried this in the Bahamas before. I don't really remember what it tastes like. I think it's like super sweet punch. But yeah, a drink, chicken, and fries, all for $3. You truly cannot beat that. Oh. I do not remember it tasting like this at all. It tastes like Mountain Dew.
Oh, that's weird. We're making our way to Long Bay Beach right now, and it's
a bit bumpy.
I guess we didn't have to take this way, but I guess we are.
Ooh, but you get to see these really fancy houses back here. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Wow, we haven't seen stuff like that yet in our whole time in Turks and Caicos.
We are like legit off-roading right now.
In our little tiny Suzuki.
Yeah. Probably wasn't the best way to go, but it's always an adventure here with the roads, I'll say that much. This is definitely the fancy area of Turks and Caicos. I bet just a bunch of celebrities own houses around here. Wow, these are insanely big. Well, nobody's stopping us, so I guess we'll just keep going. So we were almost out, but then this giant lake came up. Jacob's gonna see how deep it is. He's gonna throw a rock and see how deep it is.
Jenny, that's so deep. What do we do?
No, just go on the side.
What about the other tire?
All right, well, we decided to go for it.
This could be a really, really bad idea.
Just go for it. Yeah, you're good, you're good, you're good. Oh, easy money.
That was pretty deep.
Easy money.
This entire drive has been super eventful. It's so windy out here. Oh, wow. We are, okay, so that's the road that we just came down and we survived it. I don't know how. And now there's this like secret little entryway to the beach. It said on Google Maps that this is the public access to the beach. So I'm gonna try it out. Hey look, there's another car here. So we parked on the side of the road and there's a Hertz car here. So somebody else had the same idea we did. So we just walk through all of these trees. I think this is the way to get to Long Bay Beach. And then right here's the wall of some very rich person.
I just feel like the best beaches are always down little back alleys like this. So I guess we're just gonna walk down it. I mean, this is like very clearly a trail. It's just weird because I know somebody super rich is on the other side of this wall and we're just like, I feel like little hood rats just like walking down this alley.
I mean, it's completely different than Grace Bay Beach where, I mean, like you just knew everyone was going to Grace Bay Beach and like there was just a bunch of roads and the resorts and everything. And there might be that on Long Bay Beach. It's just, we're just not in the right area for that. So I'm just gonna keep walking. I think I might see some ocean.
Well, we definitely made it, and there's some other people down there, so I don't feel that creepy anymore. It is quite windy here. Also, it's just a ton of private residences. But like, I think we can just pop a squat wherever we want. But yeah, the water, you can tell it's a little bit more murky because it is so windy, but it's blue skies, which is much better than yesterday, so I'll definitely take it.
I wonder how much of the property they actually own. Like, obviously we're not just gonna like go sit in somebody's chairs with a sign that says private property, keep out, but like I don't think that they would have ownership of the sand and the beach. Like, at least that's how it was at Grace Bay Beach. Almost like slipped right there. Like at Grace Bay Beach, like all the resorts and everything, of course those are private, but you can still use the beach. But here, I think we found a nice spot. We get to enjoy the rest of our chicken and fries and gumbe punch.
Honestly, the best budget tip I can give you for Providenciales is get some sweet teas, chicken, and fries, and then have a little picnic on the beach. And then you don't have to pay those crazy expensive prices that you have to pay when you go to restaurants. This is so delicious, and it's so fun having a picnic on the beach. This is the best. Jacob, what's been your favorite part of Turks so far?
Honestly, getting a rental car is like the best move. I just love exploring all these different parts of the island that we wouldn't be able to get to if we were just staying at some resort and then we needed a taxi to get all these places. Like, I think it's so cool, just the multiple areas that we've explored. Some of it hasn't gone our way in this video, but I still think it's been pretty cool.
That is actually a very good point. We pretty much never rent cars because we're all about public transportation, but I would say that it's almost necessary here unless you're just staying at a hotel right on the beach and you don't really want to do anything else around the island or try any restaurants, then you don't need a car. But if you do want to go to the different beaches and stuff, you definitely need a car or just take really expensive taxis, but that'd be pretty hard.
Because we wanted to be helpful and informative, we drove over to this other beach entrance. Hi, Jenny. There it is. The sign says beach entrance, and then there's a walkway.
Yeah,
down there.
A long walkway.
So that's probably where the popular spot is.
But there's still just tons of houses around here, so like you're still gonna be around houses.
Really nice houses, and there is a parking lot, but there's only like 6 parking spaces.
Yeah, there's none even available right now. Hello.
We've rested our stomachs, we are ready for dinner, and we're here at Mangrove Bay Restaurant. We're trying at least a few things here, and it all looks pretty good.
I'm so excited. This place looks so good. I think I'm gonna be fancy and get the lobster. I did read that that's very popular here in Turks and Caicos though, so I am doing the local thing. We also got a Turks Head Brewery beer. It's actually just right down the street. Like, we passed by the brewery as we were driving here. Also, we're the only people here, and we have an insane view. Like, all of the places here that we've eaten at, the views are just beautiful. Well, I mean, Sweet Tea's was in a parking lot, but we ate it on the beach, so I think it counts. All right, so we got the light beer. Oh yeah, that's really good. It's super light. It almost just feels like I'm drinking like water with a little bit of like the wheat in it. So I actually found this place when I was researching where can you see flamingos in Provo, and they said that you can see flamingos here, and we've seen a ton of birds. They're like the stork looking ones. No flamingos yet though, but we're keeping our eye out. Also, if you do come here, it is beautiful during this like golden hour, the like 5 o'clock hour. It's just, the light is hitting the trees and the bay just beautifully.
I have the barbecue ribs, the conch and rice, and the coleslaw. Because, I mean, when you're in Turks and Caicos, you gotta eat conch as much as possible, I guess.
There is conch everywhere.
Yeah, seriously. That doesn't have a ton of flavor. She did bring us hot sauce.
I got you.
Maybe, yeah, pour it on there. I mean, but I don't think it's really supposed to. It's just rice, and then you got that, that conch that, I mean, we already ate in this video. Oh,
is it spicy?
that's some good. I don't know if this is local at all. Product of the USA. Either way, it's delicious. There's 3 ribs here. So not a ton, but it was also one of the cheapest things on the menu. And ribs are usually expensive for us.
Oh, oh, that just falls off the bone. That's awesome.
There you go, there's like nothing on there. Not too sweet, not too spicy either. I think it's just right. Pretty decent rib.
Okay, so I got the lobster. Honestly, I did not expect it to be fried like this, but I'm kind of glad that it is because I don't have to like crack it, you know? Squeeze a little lime on here. I don't think I've ever had fried lobster. I'm excited to see how it tastes. Oh my gosh. That's probably the best thing I've eaten today. Wow. Especially with that lime squeezed on it. And I think this is like tartar sauce almost. That's delicious. And then I got peas and rice. Although, when I'm looking at the peas, they honestly just look like beans. Like this is a pea. I think it's just beans and rice, but they call it peas and rice.
That's so interesting.
I put the hot sauce on the rice and beans, or peas. It's so good. I love hot sauce.
Peas and rice is like the most common dish that we saw on like every menu.
Yeah, peas and rice. I also got the baked mac and cheese, and it's just so good. I love the top. It's all crispy and gooey. I think the lobster and the ribs, definitely the best thing we've had all day. I don't know, the fried chicken was too good though.
I think that, because I'm a value kind of guy, $3 for that.
This was also a pretty good deal though. My lobster was $25 and the baked ribs were $15, and like at the other restaurant that we went to, the lobster was $42. So this is a pretty good deal too.
We're not eating at restaurants every single time, but this is just so cool that we had this experience because we're at a beautiful place, Mangrove Bay restaurant, and it came out to $50 US, which is a lot to pay, but you know, Turks and Caicos is pretty expensive, except for that one restaurant where we just went to that got some chicken for $3. So this is pretty cool, and then we're gonna have to tip on top of this. So it's pretty expensive to go out to eat here, so that's why we buy groceries most of the time while we're here. We're returning our rental car in Providenciales, and then we're heading off to the airport to go to Grand Turk.
We took the shuttle to the airport, and now we are about to go through security, and then we'll be on Grand Turk, which is a smaller island, but I'm kind of looking forward to that.
We just saw the flight take off right before ours. That was Caicos Express, and maybe our plane's a little bit bigger, Inter-Caribbean.
It's so small. I honestly think this is gonna be the smallest plane we've ever been on, and it's really windy, so I'm very nervous.
I think it'll be fine, and I think it'll be really cool actually just be in like a plane with like 15 other people max, and you don't think that's fun?
I mean, I do think that the views out the window will be really cool. So I'm looking forward to that.
That was so much fun. There were 12 people on our plane, and it actually held like 30 seats, so I mean, there could have been a lot more people in there. That was just a really cool experience, something that we're not gonna get very often, but we are taking that same airline back to Providenciales when this whole Turks and Caicos trip is over, so looking forward to it.
And now we're gonna walk to our Airbnb.
That plane was scheduled for 35 minutes of flight time, but that's probably because of maybe if there's some sort of delay, they can still stay on schedule. But it actually took like 20 minutes. And it's funny because it's gonna take about the same amount of time to walk to our Airbnb as it did to take an entire flight all the way to this island.
Well, we're just walking to our Airbnb and we've encountered our first wildlife. We have 2 wild donkeys. This is so crazy.
They're just walking on the side of the road, just eating some grass.
Do we like avoid them? Like, do we just walk right by them? I don't know what the protocol is with donkeys. I don't know the donkey protocol. Oh my gosh, it's a baby. Oh, wow, it's so cute.
This is just so cool. And it's nice that we're walking because then we get to see them for longer. This is awesome. And there's a couple more up here too, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I just see them, they're crossing the road.
Was that you?
Jenny, that was the donkey.
I thought Jacob was calling to them. But it was actually the donkey. Why do you sound like donkeys?
I didn't say anything. That was all of them. We got the audit office. We have a car rental over there if we need it. And the donkeys. Why are they just staring at us?
We literally were surrounded by 6 donkeys and they were all just staring at us. This one's still staring at us.
Our place is by Governor's Beach, so it's probably the road.
Well, we made it to this beautiful beach and the water is so blue, but our Airbnb is actually just right across the street, so we're probably gonna go drop our bags and then walk back out to the beach. This is our Airbnb. This is it. And we have a bathroom actually. It's $80 a night, which is pretty cheap for the islands here, and it's obviously very small. I can like almost touch both ends. Well, actually I can't if I do this. But hey, it's a bed and we have like a communal kitchen and the bathroom is actually quite nice. The bathroom is honestly the highlight of the whole place. Like, it's a very fancy bathroom.
Wow, very nice. They gave us one toilet paper roll, so we'll have to buy more. At the grocery store.
And now we're headed to the grocery store on our bikes, which we didn't have to rent. They came with the Airbnb, so that's really good because we're kind of far away from like the town area. So I guess we'll go do that now. And this is our little communal area. It's almost like a hostel, kind of, but we have a private room. We have our fridge. We have a little burner, microwave, sink. There's a couch and a little ironing board. To be honest, I'm pretty sure we're the only people here, which is super nice because then we can kind of just use this and do whatever we want. We also grabbed some sunscreen that they had under the sink, which is super nice because we've been using travel sizes since we only travel with our backpacks. So yeah, it's pretty cool, kind of, but it's budget friendly, so got that going for us. Oh, and the beach is actually like right there, so it is a great location.
Got our bikes right here. Let's get on them and head to the grocery store. This bike is so short. It's gonna be funny. Hey, we just spotted our first taxi. They all want to give us rides, but we got one for free.
Oh, this is so hard to get up.
Yeah, you gotta like kick it, but don't kick it with your body. Kick it with your shoe.
Oh,
There we go. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first. This is kind of fun. I like it.
It's an adventure.
It is an adventure. And we get to ride around and see the island.
And we really weren't gonna do that much today, but this is fun.
And we get to probably see more donkeys.
Hello, little donkeys and bird. At least there's kind of like a bike path. Oh yeah! We caught it downhill with no wind. Oh, this is the best part so far. Oh wow, I am more sweaty than I thought I was.
That was a lot harder than anticipated.
The wind was a killer. And then, well, we just parked our bikes right outside the store. And Turks and Caicos seems like a place that has very few crime.
Hopefully.
Very few crime. So now we're just gonna get our groceries for the next 6 days, and then we'll see you when we're done with that. I don't know, I'm so tired. You ready for the price reveal? Charmin Ultra Strong 24 rolls of toilet paper. $81. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I'm getting one of these for $3 or that one. That is really good that we found the sunscreen at our Airbnb. Wow.
This bike ride's gonna be a lot harder.
We have one backpack completely full. We have another backpack completely full of water. And then this bag that I'm just gonna have to carry. That might have been the worst bike ride I've ever done.
It was so awful.
Wow, I mean, we just got back. I checked the time and we've been gone for like 3 hours almost. Oh, that was a lot more uphill than the first time, and the bikes were just falling apart.
My legs are shaking as if I just did like 70 squats with like 100 pounds on my back. Like,
that was, wow. The bikes, easily the worst bikes I've ever ridden, but I mean, they're just falling apart. I'm just happy we made it back, and hopefully our frozen stuff is still not too hot.
I think I heated the burritos on my back while I was riding. We could have a hot burrito right now.
Oh man, it is not easy when you're carrying 4 of these on your back, going uphill.
4 gallons.
4 gallons, broken bike uphill against the wind. Our groceries are supposed to last us 6 days. If we stay in Turks and Caicos longer than 6 days, then we're gonna need to get more. But for right now, it's cost $127, and the grocery store didn't take American Express. Oh, that's sad. But the other Grace in grocery store on Providenciales did take American Express. Thought that was interesting, but whatever, we still able to pay. So $127, that's not bad because I'm sure if we went to a restaurant here, well, we would have to take the bikes there and it would rack up really, really quick. As promised, we're going to the beach.
Jacob's making me. Normally I'm all about the beach, but my legs are still shaking.
The waves are huge! What in the world? Jenny, what?
Ow, I'm getting pelted with sand. Ow, I'm getting pelted with sand so hard.
How are we gonna get a boat out there? So I think there's a good reason why there's nobody else on the sand. Nobody's here. We're supposed to take a boat out to go see humpback whales from this dock. I don't know how we're even gonna do that. That's not today, but just like in a few days. I don't even know how we're gonna do any of that if this wind continues. Like, this is pretty crazy. I'm like, what in the, how do you, I don't understand. I mean, like, our entire reason for coming to Turks and Caicos, well, I mean, obviously it's beautiful here, but we wanted to swim with the humpback whales. And we really hope we can, but it's supposed to be windy for the next at least couple days. All right, well, no beach time for us today, and we'll try again tomorrow and the next days, and hopefully it gets a little bit better. But right now, I just did not even realize how exhausted we were both gonna be after the grocery store trip. So we'll see you guys a little bit later.
Welcome to another day on the beautiful island of Grand Turk. We are going to have a full beach day, and I'm so excited. This beach looks vastly different than it did yesterday. There is not one wave in sight, which hopefully means maybe we can go swimming with the whales tomorrow. If it's too windy, we can't, but it's so calm today. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be the best day ever. We're gonna be at the beach all day.
So just on the other side of that tree is where our Airbnb is, and the beach is just right down there. It's perfect.
I think this is the most beautiful water I have ever seen in my entire life. I cannot even describe to you guys how blue it is. Oh my gosh. And we basically have, you guys, like, when I tell you this is a different place than yesterday, it is so different. I can't even comprehend it. Like, yesterday there was waves crashing, spewing in the air, hitting the dock, and then today it's just beautiful and calm. And we can finally get in the water. Oh man. Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. This is amazing.
This is Governor's Beach right here, and you can see that there's, I mean, they're at least set up for people. It's just that there's nobody's here because the weather hasn't been that great the past couple days, but if there were some like workers, employees, and like 100 people on the beach, they would definitely be able to handle all of them. Maybe we can take one of these umbrellas? Oh, I got one.
And of course, one of the best parts about spending a day at the beach is that it's free. So it's very budget friendly, and let's be honest, when you come to Turks and Caicos, this is kind of what you want to do anyways, and it's free, and it's literally 20 feet from our Airbnb that was so cheap, which now that I'm at this beach, I'm shocked that that Airbnb is so cheap. So it's great, it's amazing. We're just having a great time out here. When you don't have beach towels, you improvise with rain ponchos.
Wow, how nice.
Better than nothing.
Okay, let's go out there. Ow, a conch just hit me. It's a little cold in here, but it feels good. That's so cool.
Oh no, is the ocean gonna wash it away?
That's awesome.
Why is it coming towards us? Never seen one in like real life before. I picked him up. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. They can't like bite, can they? He has a real big, he's touching me. That was so weird. Oh my god.
It's getting pretty sunny and I might be sunburnt soon.
Wow, look at that. Such service.
Now we just gotta hope that this stays up.
I think it looks pretty solid. Wow, this is so nice.
Cool.
All right, now I need you to go make me a pina colada back at the Airbnb.
I might actually go do that.
You're the best. One pina colada, please.
There you go.
Thank you, waitress. Waiter, I mean.
Just rum and pineapple juice. I think it tastes pretty good.
Woo! Let's give it a try. You were not stingy on the rum, were you? Okay, but actually, we got this rum that's produced on Turks and Caicos. I think it's just called Turks and Caicos rum, and it is so delicious. And it was only $16 for like a whole liter, and it's like really coconutty. So we mixed that with the pineapple juice, and it legitimately tastes just like a pina colada. And the rum is so, so, so good. I mean, all the rum in the Caribbean is good, but I think this might be one of my favorites. Woo! We were just filming something, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw something moving, and I was like, oh, is it a dog? Nope, it's just a wild donkey.
This is so cool. Just hanging out on the beach. I mean, it's probably looking for food, but it's just nice.
I honestly love that there's wild donkeys here. Like, that just makes this island so much better, in my opinion. Oh, there's two! Oh, are they coming towards us?
No way. This is so cool and a little bit scary. Oh wow, it's coming towards me. I'm gonna back up. I don't have any food for you. Oh no. No, oh my gosh, it charged me. I should have been recording that. No, 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 I don't have any food.
I am literally laughing so hard. Jacob was filming it, and it started running towards Jacob, and Jacob was like, no, no, and like put his hand out, and I grabbed the first thing.
Jenny,
Is it coming towards
Jenny,
me?
Yes, yes.
What
Jenny.
do I do?
Back
No.
away, just back away.
Jacob, Jacob.
Jenny, back, just go to the side.
No, no.
Back away, just back away.
Jacob, Jacob.
Jenny, back, just go to the side.
Stop! Stop! He thought it was an apple! The wild animals are out, man. There's a dog, there's two donkeys. Oh wow, and there's a lot of people over there. Alright, well I feel safer in numbers. They can't outnumber us now. Well, I was laughing at Jacob getting chased by the donkey, and then as I was saying that I was laughing at it, it started chasing me, so I guess I got what was coming for me. And there's also a wild dog running around here too. This beach is just like wildlife central, man. I mean, I don't know, but I'm still drinking my pina colada and having a good time and enjoying the wildlife show.
Wow, what a great time here on the beach, and we are seeing the sun set right now. It's just been so great, and we spent $0 today, so we just have the money spent for the Airbnb, and that is it.
Whew, guys, I am shaking. I am so nervous. For this day, we're gonna try to swim with whales. It's literally been my dream for years and years and years, but we were supposed to go out yesterday and it actually got canceled because the waves and the sea was too rough. So I'm a little bit nervous. I hope that we find whales. I hope that we can swim with whales, but we know that's not always how it goes. So I'm really excited and also really, really nervous. You ready?
Let's go find those whales.
Ah!
Ugh. Well, let's head inside, get ready, and then we'll be on the boat. We were so worried that we weren't going to be able to go to the actual place where they look for whales. We were potentially going to go to a different spot because of all the wind and the waves, but we are going to the real spot. So that's the best chance to go see them. Guaranteed we'll see them?
Guarantee you guys are going to see the whales today.
Okay, that's pretty confident.
All right, yeah.
Thank you. What was your name?
My name is Korea.
Crow?
Mechanic. Yeah, I'm the island mechanic.
Okay, well, nice to meet you. I'm Jacob.
All right, nice to meet you, Jacob.
Nice to meet you. Getting on the boat now. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
We're headed out.
My way up.
See one out there? It's about 2 o'clock. Okay.
Saw spray twice.
Saw spray twice, okay.
We saw a spray!
There's a whale out there somewhere.
This is like the most nerve-wracking part because you really just want to like find it, but it's like everyone's just quiet and still.
We've slowed down now to try to get in the right spot for the whale. Going slower just to approach it. Oh, this is so exciting. I can't believe we've already seen a whale. It's only been like 15 minutes on the boat. We're looking.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't either, but a lot of other people have. Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
I saw it.
It's like 1 o'clock. Oh, there's few.
Oh.
The mom started moving, so we're not gonna get in quite yet. Hopefully she's chill with the boat and then we can get in, maybe. Hopefully.
We just saw the spray. Oh, this is cool. I hope we can get in soon.
So fast. Oh my gosh, we're so close to it.
Just hope we can get in.
Like this side.
We've been in this spot for a little bit, enough to where I put my shirt back on. We're just waiting. We just saw it come out of the water a little bit. It's a mother and its calf.
Okay guys, we might be able to do a swim by, which is where she would kind of swim.
As we heard the announcement that we had the chance to see the whales and hop in the water, we grabbed our snorkel equipment, our fins, our cameras, and we were ready to jump in the water.
My heart was racing so fast, and then as soon as we jumped in the water, it's like all the adrenaline hits you and you're just like, go, 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 swim as fast and hard as you can, while also being calm, so you don't, you want to respect the whales.
And they're swimming actually extremely fast. Well, for them it's slow, but for us, we're swimming as fast as we possibly can.
But man, the second our eyes saw the whales, there's not really any words to describe how like majestic and beautiful, and I was just thinking like, this is God's creation and we're just in the water with this like giant school bus airplane, and it looks like they're moving slow. Even when we were in the water, it looked like they were moving so slow. But like Jacob said, they're going so fast.
We were so thankful to just be swimming right alongside it because we have waited years and years to see him, and especially after completely failing in French Polynesia.
And because we had failed before in French Polynesia, this just made it so much sweeter that we actually got to be in the water with them and see them in their natural habitat. It was just the most beautiful experience that we've ever had. But little did we know it was only going to get better from here. Oh my gosh, that was freaking awesome! Wow. Can you believe it?
Oh man, that was so cool.
I literally, like, it doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel real. We've waited 4 years to do this.
We might get back in the water and do it all over again.
Oh my gosh. Wow. As we jumped into the water for the third time, we literally had no idea how incredible this encounter was going to be. After this encounter, I asked a guy who was on the boat for 8 years in a row what his best encounter was, and he said, this one. As soon as we jumped into the water, I could immediately see the big shadow coming towards us. And typically you swim alongside the whales, but this whale was just a little bit curious. So the mama and her baby came and turned directly towards us. I could not believe it when I saw her from the front and the side, and she was just so curious. She got right up next to us, and I just was looking at her directly in the eye, and I was like, I am making eye contact with a humpback whale right now, and oh my gosh, it was just the most beautiful. I mean, I feel like I keep saying that, but it was so wonderful.
One of the coolest parts about being in the water with these whales was seeing the size difference between the baby and the mother. And my favorite part was when the baby came up for air. And at this point, my head was actually above the water, and I got to see its nose out of the water, and that was so cool.
These whales are 55 feet long. So imagine a gigantic school bus just coming directly at you, and it kind of helps put it into perspective a little bit, but also I don't think you can truly appreciate how big and majestic they are until you are actually in the water with these whales. And these whales migrated thousands and thousands of miles in the ocean to come here to Turks and Caicos to have their babies in the shallow, warm waters.
We are so thankful for the opportunity to be swimming with humpback whales, and we just can't wait for what's next in the ocean.
That was insane! I'm like, I literally was like trying to go backwards. I'm like grabbing you like, oh my gosh! Her body like horizontally, but like, yeah. Because she was just coming to us. I was like, no, stop. Oh my gosh!
Jenny.
Oh my gosh! That was insane!
What in the world?
Oh my gosh!
That was crazy.
I literally was like, oh my gosh, I can't move. I'm gonna hit her. I can't. Wow. I looked into her eyes. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I know.
man.
Wow, that was the best. That was the best.
That was just so special.
It still doesn't feel real to me.
Like, did we just do that?
I'm like, what is life right now? I mean, it's so crazy.
It's so amazing.
The time I literally looked into the eyes of the humpback whale, and it was so close. We like actually had to like back away because they were like coming right at us.
Yeah, they turned towards us like just
Oh my
briefly for a
gosh.
second, and I was like, whoa!
It was the crazy like out of body experience. Like, I mean, I still don't believe it was real.
Oh man, what a fantastic day with the whales. That was seriously so cool. One of the best experiences we've ever had in our entire travels around the world. And the reason why we stay in Airbnbs like this, they're not great. They're the cheapest Airbnbs on the island. But the reason why we do this and why we buy groceries is so that we can spend our money doing the really cool experiences that hardly anyone gets to have. I mean, this is just amazing. Like, of course we do experiences like this and other things around the world as well. So it is totally worth the money. We paid $224. That is $200, and then after the tax that Turks and Caicos charges for these activities, so $224, and it actually would have been double that because it would be $224 per person. But we're actually working with this company that we went out with, so that's awesome. And now we're just gonna go inside and enjoy our groceries, have a good day of just looking at all the footage that we just filmed. Oh, wow, this was really cool. And we actually were planning on like going out multiple times to go see the whales because we've heard And we've known from experience that the first time almost never works out how you want. But this was our very first time swimming with the whales, just actually going out on the boat and trying to do it because the weather's been so bad. And we just had the most amazing experience. So we're only gonna go out this one time and we're gonna save so much money doing that. And so we're actually gonna be doing Turks and Caicos way more on a budget and spending less money than we originally thought. So that's really cool. It's day 8 of Turks and Caicos on a budget, and we were supposed to be leaving Grand Turk today, but we decided to save quite a bit of money, stay here for an additional 2 days, and rent a golf cart for the day.
Woo! Today we're doing things a little bit differently. We're gonna see some of the stuff you don't normally see on Grand Turk, and I think it's gonna be pretty great, especially because we're still trying to find flamingos. We've been trying to find them this whole time, and we got a golf cart, so we can go around the whole island and see what they have to offer. Probably a lot of donkeys.
Let's go see what we can find.
This thing's got some power.
Let's go!
Woo! So we are headed north because we're going to the Lighthouse in this place called North Creek. We've heard that's where the best chance to see flamingos are, but we're just cruising through town, seeing where the locals live, and I just love that all of the houses are so brightly colored. There's so many donkeys, there's so many dogs. It's just, you never know what you're gonna get here, and I just love it. Like, I feel like so far, like, my favorite thing that you would not be able to see if you were just at a resort is like all the donkeys, first of all of the like wildlife, the whales, obviously, you guys, come on, the whales, and just like the locals are so nice. We were just chatting with our neighbor at the Airbnb. Everyone like goes out of their way to say hello, how are you, nice to meet you. That's probably my favorite thing about all of Turks and Caicos so far, is just how nice the locals are and how much wildlife there is.
Now that we're out on the road, I am looking up where North Creek is. It's pretty far up there, so we're just gonna go all the way through the town and go on this main road and just see everything else here. On our way up north, we are making it to Pond Street in just about 30 seconds, and then we'll be passing by all these different bodies of water and checking them out, see if there's flamingos hiding out in there. If not, it's still gonna be cool because we get to explore something completely unique that we haven't seen before.
So there's pretty much these little salinas all over the island, and that is apparently where the flamingos hang out. Unfortunately, we've passed by like 5 and we haven't seen any of them. That's okay, we're still seeing the island, it's still a good day. We were just stopped on the side of the road and I'm sure we look confused because we were stopped by a salina and this guy rolled down and he was like, hey, you guys look like you're touring. Are you like looking for the flamingos?
To get to where you see the water in the middle of the island,
Okay.
stay along that west side and go straight out.
Okay.
On the west side and go straight out. Okay.
Service on your phone?
Yeah, we do.
We do.
And then he pointed it out on Jacob's phone for us. It was so nice.
So let's just head on down there. It is by the North Creek area, so we're just probably looking in the wrong place anyway, so let's just keep going.
But this is what I'm saying, like the locals are so nice. Like everyone wants to say hi, everyone wants to help you. It's just amazing.
They gave us the golf cart with only like a 4th tank of gas in it, so we had to stop by the gas station, and I wanted $15 just to fill it up about like halfway, and we got 2 gallons out of it. So it's like, what, $7.50 a gallon here, which that's very, very expensive. So now, we're gonna go to North Creek because that guy told us to do it, but we're actually gonna go to the Lighthouse first, and then we'll see how we're feeling after that. The Lighthouse looks pretty cool, and we'll just see what's around there and go from there. Wow, this drive is beautiful. I'm so happy we came down this road. It's a really good road too. There's a ton of donkeys down there. They're actually walking up towards us right now. It's so funny, when we were driving, the donkeys heard the golf cart and they just knew to get onto the sidewalk, and then they started walking on there. That's so funny. So yeah, there's ocean back here. There's ocean out there, and then this is North Creek. And I know we've said the word flamingos a lot in this video, but there's no guarantee we're actually gonna see any today. So we'll just not mention it, and if it happens, well then that will be really sweet.
This whole time, if you look to our right, you'll just see this, like, literally the bluest water. I think it has French Polynesia Beach, which I cannot even believe I'm saying. Maybe even the Bahamas. It's just electric. Like, oh my gosh, there's no words. We made it to the lighthouse, but it's closed. But we honestly just wanted to come see it, but there's a lot of dogs coming towards us right now. So I think we're gonna go. It's cool though. Okay, go, go, go.
Well, we made it to the lighthouse and it was really cool for about like 10 seconds.
And then like a pack of dogs just came out and I was like, I don't really feel like dealing with this.
We're generally animal people, but when it comes to stray dogs, you just never know.
And
like,
especially because they all came
like
towards our car. Like there was like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And also like, yeah, it does look like you can like buy tickets and go in there, but Grand Turk is famous for being a cruise dock, and so I'm sure it's probably only open when the cruises are here, which is not today.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to look at the lighthouse, but then we had to go because we didn't want to get bitten by stray dogs.
Honestly, the lighthouse was cool, but I think the drive here was cooler because you're like up high and you can like oversee the creek and the ocean, and they're just beautiful.
And it's nice because we have a drive all the way back down this road, since I guess the dogs just got us out of the lighthouse area.
I mean, honestly, we couldn't even go on the fence anyway, so it's fine.
We passed by the community college. It's right near the lighthouse, probably like, I mean, less than a 1-minute drive, but probably like 5-minute walk or so. This is cool, but there's a donkey inside this gate, and the gates are closed because it's the weekend, and so there wouldn't be any community college going on. But it's really sad. I think it's stuck in there, and then these other donkeys behind me, they're just staring at each other, and so the donkey has no way of getting out. That's so sad. Oh, there's way more than one donkey. Oh man. There's at least 5. Oh, wow.
We just saw a little side street, so we pulled along, and it's like a little overlook with this beautiful view. It's actually not like an official overlook, but it's just beautiful. Just look at those blues. This is amazing. Whoever lives there is living the dream. I think this is probably my favorite moment because it's just me and Jacob. We're just staring at the beautiful water. There's nobody around. It's so quiet. Oh, this is so special. This place is just wonderful. I love Turks and Caicos, specifically Grand Turk. I really, really like Grand Turk. It's much more laid back. Lots of donkeys, probably more donkeys than people. They have whales, they have donkeys. What more could a girl want?
We were just driving by, saw these cliffs, and wanted to check it out. I know that there's a lot of salt being produced here, or at least there once was at some point in time, and so maybe it's a salt mine. Don't really know, but looks cool.
You guys, I think we might have found some flamingos. We've just been driving on this road, going to like the end point, and I was looking out and I was like, wait, Jacob, stop, stop, stop. I think I see some, and they're just in the middle of the pond here. Ah, we finally did it! Jacob's getting the zoom lens right now so we can zoom in on them. Wow, this is amazing. Well, turns out they were not flamingos. Well, turns out these back roads, not so much for golf carts.
Oh well, I mean, we could have actually gone off-roading and gone through all the mud. I mean, there's a lot of mud from previous people in here, but it just
didn't feel right.
Didn't feel right. So
yeah, so
on to the next thing.
yeah.
There's a really loud donkey over there. I pulled over to the side of the road because I wanted to see this rusty boat. The donkey's so loud. So I pulled over to see the rusty boat, but then Jenny told me that this is where all these boats used to come when there was like really strong hurricanes. I guess this is more protected from the winds and the rain, but then she said they stopped doing that after the hurricanes got really bad, and then the boats weren't even really protected at all.
And it like flooded this whole area, so it was like no point.
Okay, so just die.
Stop.
What?
I don't know what they do with the
Why
boats
would
now.
they not come out here?
They didn't give an update. But you can't go kayaking out here now. It's a tour. And maybe you'll see some flamingos and have better luck. But probably not.
They don't really like the wind that much, and it's been windy for the past week.
Well, we still have some frozen burritos left and some ramen, but honestly, I just need something else. We've been eating frozen burritos and ramen literally for like 5 days straight now, and I need something else. So we're back at the grocery store. Getting some chicken strips.
Nice. That's cheaper than a meal out.
Yeah, we need to get some like dipping sauces though, because I can't just eat plain chicken strips. Got some barbecue sauce to go with our chicken strips.
Looking good. Our plates are so small, they can only fit 5 of them on there. Well, we finished our meal of a lot of chicken strips and we decided to get back on the golf cart to head towards the cruise center because there's a Margaritaville, there's a Starbucks, there's even a really, really cool, what is it, like statue
whale,
of
yeah.
a whale. And I'm like, let's go check it out. But it is closed and it's only open when there's boats here.
So now we're gonna drive back to our place, but I'm gonna drive.
We're gonna take it really slow.
Never
maybe.
driven on the opposite side of the road, so
But you are on the proper side with
Yeah.
the steering wheel, so let's try it out.
I'm scared. Alright,
Go.
you have to hold my phone. Wait,
Okay.
it's so far away.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! I'm in control now!
Nice job.
Didn't crash. It was a very small drive, but it felt weird driving on the other side of the road.
She did great. Maybe when we come to another place driving on the left side of the road, she'll rent the car.
And now we're gonna go watch sunset on the beach. This sunset is so beautiful. Also, there's a bunch of locals over there just having a party. This is so cool. It's like so different when there's a cruise here. It's just full of tourists and now it's just like us and a few other people. They're having a party. We're just enjoying the sunset and it's amazing.
On day 9, we just went to the grocery store to pick up another few items, and then we just spent the rest of the day snorkeling at the beach, and it was just so wonderful. We put on the snorkels that we brought to Turks and Caicos, and we just got to see some really cool fish, do a little bit of free diving there. And then on day 10, our final day, we made our way to the airport to get on our little tiny plane back to Providenciales, the main island, and then we took our main international flight all the way back to the United States. And with all of that said, all 10 days of our trip, it only cost us just over $2,000 for the entire thing, so just over $200 per day. Thought that was pretty good, but again, you might not want to have the same experiences as us with just staying in the cheapest Airbnbs possible and then spending a little bit of money on some of the really cool excursions that we got to do. So it might cost you a little bit more than what we spent, but it was still worth it for us to spend just over $2,000 for this whole trip. So thank you so much for watching 10 days in Turks and Caicos on a budget, and we'll see you in the next video.